Hello everyone, it's Deb. How are you all doing? I am here for a collab with Joanne, who is Happymail Stamper, and I think there's about 6 of us now. I can't remember exactly, but they will all be linked down below, as well as Joanne. This is the Happymail Creations collaboration, and we do the first Saturday of every month at noon Eastern. Okay, so I only got one thing made this week, and this is it. Now, I have to caveat this with, I decided to use this paper called Floral Romance because it was in the Occasions catalog for Stampin' Up. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and at the time I started this, it was still available. And by the time I finished this, it was discontinued, meaning it's sold out. So guys, you can't get the paper anymore, which had vellum, except that I'm going to destash, sell what I have left. I have 2 full sheets of this vellum, 2 full sheets of this vellum, a piece of this wood, which on the other side is dark green leafy stuff, and then a piece of this powder pink with gray and white, and the other side is light leafy green. So if anybody is interested in that, and whatever scraps I have left in here, which is a partial sheet of this vellum, I haven't figured out a price yet, but that will be one of my paper destashes happening because I can't use it anymore. So I also used the Botanical Bliss stamp set and Botanical Tags Thinlits. These are still available and they're carrying over into the new catalog. So if you're interested in those, I could be wrong, but I think they're in bundle format right now and they will not be bundled in the new catalog. So if you would like them, get them now, because I think if they're still bundled, it's 10% discount. Okay, so I had been watching a video actually early this morning. Someone in either the UK or Australia, I cannot remember her name, but I'll put a link to her below also. She was doing a vintage envelope for Happymail with pockets, and she called it something like an envelope pocket something. Anyway, she was making it out of old book pages and tea stained paper, very vintage looking. I don't really do that much. I have some old book pages, but I use them in mixed media, but I don't really do that for my Stampin' Up creations. So I took the piece that looked like the wood grain on the outside. I laid over it a piece of the vellum. I did not make it into a shaker or anything. I put down a little piece of vintagey lace here. I don't know if you're seeing that. With glue dots and a little tiny bit of wet glue. Over here, these vellum leaves and things, they're left over from a paper pumpkin. This is the bird out of the Botanical Bliss set, and I punched it out. Now the scallop circle is not a Stampin' Up one. It's a 1.5 inch scallop circle because my 1 3/8 one I have from Stampin' Up was a little bit too small. And then these pearls here are out of this Share What You Love Artisan Pearls, and they're not carrying over into the new catalog. They're still available now as far as I know. So you can still get those. And these frosted flowers, which come in a purple, which I was out of, clear and petal pink, they are still available and are carrying over. And I just took my dark Blackberry Bliss alcohol marker and put a little dot in the center of each one so they'd show up a little better. This is stamped in Mossy Meadow ink. That's out of the Botanical Bliss stamp set. And then these are attached with Velcro. Okay, so here's the inside. We have a pocket here, and I did that design again. I stamped especially for you. It's all one stamp, and the for you got a little blurry, but and then friend. And then I used Petal Pink and just stamped the flower that's in the Botanical Bliss set, which is right here. And here's the bird. Here's the these are done in Mossy Meadow. These are done in Petal Pink. And here's the flower. And here's the words, especially for you, friend. Okay. And then these cards I had made previously. They're little note cards, but they were done using that paper line. So I'm gifting 2 of those. And this is done using the detailed trio punch. I believe I have these out on my blog somewhere. So you'd have to go back a little ways and search for them. I didn't stamp them with my name yet, so I'll have to do that. So that's the first pocket, and then over here we have a double pocket. In the first one we just have a piece of Petal Pink, and I put 4 ribbons on. This is white with Petal Pink. It's a very soft ribbon. This is shaded Spruce, and this is Powder Pink, but it's like glitter ribbon. And this is that sort of vintage looking ribbon, which I used on the front. And I went around 12 times, so I don't know, I guess this is 2 inches, so you have about 24 inches of ribbon, whoever gets this. And then in here, this tag, I used the Botanical tags. This is one of the 3, and it's the bird one. Cut that out, just put another piece of the designer paper. It's the other side of the, oh no it isn't, it's the other side of the light green, I believe, yeah. Is this Petal Pink with gray and white, and just put that on, and I left the back plain, and I just wrapped that sparkly ribbon in Powder Pink around. And then I gifted 1 little sheet of wood flowers, because I didn't have enough of the flowers used on the closure to gift. All the rest of the clear and green vellum leaves, and I punched out a few 1/2 inch circles from the sheet that had that on, so whoever can use that, and 1 little piece of the vellum extra that goes in here. I just thought that made it look nicer in the background, and whoever could use that little leftover piece, if I can get it back in there. Well, I'll just do that. So that is what's in my little envelope gifty thing. And it's not a whole lot, but it's a little something that I could send to somebody as a thank you, you know, whatever. A crafty friend. So if anybody would like that, let me know. Oh, and on the back of that, I just put another piece of the vellum, which is glued down. So it's just glued around the edges, and it dried really clear, and you can't see it that well. So I'm very pleased. And I did use my glue that's in this little bottle that I always use, almost always use. Okay, so that is my little Happymail project for this month. Sorry it's not more, but I kind of was last minute on this again, and yeah, that's what I came up with for this month. So I hope you like that, and I hope you'll go over and check out Joanne and the other members of her. She's hosting it. It's her collab, Happymail Stamper. So go over and check her out, and check out all the other ladies. I think it's all ladies still. And hopefully we'll see you next month. All right, bye for now. Hugs, love, and peace.